Welcome to e-learning modules for the Webstat. This module will discuss the 1.4.0 upgrade and why it is necessary. The first thing you have to determine before doing the upgrade is what version are you currently running on your Webstat. If you're not at version 1.3.1, you have to upgrade to this before you can do the 1.4.0 upgrade. The other thing you have to determine is what version of Niagara are you running. In this case, 3.4. Now there is a Niagara version 3.2 as well. In the event that you have an old Webstat, it may not show what version of Niagara is currently running. In this case, if it's not showing, it means you are running Niagara 3.2. Now you're ready to download the software. Make sure to be off of VPN before doing the download. If you have to do the upgrade first to 1.3.1, here are the two links for that, the 3.2 and the 3.4 Niagara versions. For your 1.4.0, here are the two versions as well. It's important to notice that when upgrading to 1.3.1, you have to use Internet Explorer. When upgrading to 1.4.0, you can use Chrome, Firefox, or Internet Explorer. I tried the new Microsoft Edge and it did not work with the upgrade. So as long as you're using Internet Explorer here for the upgrade and using Chrome, Firefox, or Internet Explorer here, you should be able to do the upgrade just fine. Now when you do the download of this file, many times Windows will change the .dist file to a .zip. I do not know why, but this does happen. So it may look like this when you download it. To make it work, you have to change it back to a .dist file. And all you have to do is just simply rename it. And now the file is good to go. Let's go ahead and move back to our welcome screen and do our login. One of the first things I do when I log into a Webstat is I look at the date and the time. Because if the date and the time are incorrect, your schedules will not work on time, and then of course you're going to get calls saying that the system's not working right. So date and time are important. This happens to be the proper time. Now many of you have probably experienced this, and this is where the issue comes in. You log into your building during the week, and you'll see that many things are occupied when they shouldn't be because you're only occupied on Sunday. So what you need to do then is to go to the Schedules tab and determine which schedule is not working correctly. Now there's a quick indication that your schedule may not be correct in that if you look at the current start time and you look at the current time on the Webstat, they're both the same. This is very peculiar, and this is how you know that there's probably an issue. The other thing is you're looking at it and it's occupied. Let's go ahead and click on this schedule and see what it looks like. When we first add our schedules, many times, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, these will already have a default schedule put in. So we just click on those and then we hit delete, and it stays gray. And to us, gray means it's unoccupied. But what we've done is we've just deleted all states out of these days, making them no event days. In the situation where there's no event assigned to a day, no events actually go to occupied 24/7. The problem is we can't tell that there's no event there. So we've asked the developers to give us a different color for days that have no events in it. So when we do our upgrade, we'll go back in and we'll look at the same schedule and we'll see the difference. In order to do the upgrade, you just need to go to the Systems tab. General. Up here is where we do our software updates. It's important to first back up your software. So go and do a backup of it and save it to your computer in case there's a problem with the upgrade. I've done several hundred upgrades and never had a problem, but I don't want you to be the exception. So go ahead and do your backup now. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and browse. Let's look for the file that we need to use. In this case, we're running Niagara version 3.4, and we want to upgrade to 1.4.0. So we double click on that file, and we choose Upload. It's going to give us this information saying it takes several minutes for this upgrade to take place. So we just go ahead and say OK. All right, after the 5-minute wait, you look at your desktop and your version, it still says 1.3.1. Now we want to go ahead and just refresh the browser, let the page reload. And we now notice that the version 1.4.0 is there. That means that the upgrade did take just fine. So we can log back into our Webstat now. Now we'll notice, even though we've done the upgrade, that the problem still exists. That schedule with all those thermostats are still going to be running occupied. But the difference is now we'll be able to see why those days are running occupied. Okay, we're back to our overview screen. These are still running occupied. Let's go and click on our schedules. Time is 1:38 p.m. and our schedules once again still show the same thing. Still showing occupied as well. So now let's click on the Sunday schedule that we were on originally. Now let's see the difference, what the 1.4.0 upgrade has done for us. Now we can see that there is a no event color added. And once again, wherever there's a no event, that means it's going to be running occupied. And so now that we can see it, we can now fix it. And the way to fix it is very simple. We just click on each of these days that have the no event assigned to it. We choose 00, unoccupied, and add. And now you see that they are unoccupied. You can also see that there's still a no event assigned to Sunday. So in order to fix this, probably the easiest way I found is just delete the whole day. But the schedule starts at 9, ends at 1600, so just keep that in mind. So delete the whole day. We choose our unoccupied. We then come back to here. We choose 09, occupied, add, 1600, unoccupied, add. And now our schedule is all clean. There are no events showing up in there. We hit save. Now keep in mind too that this actual change that we just did, all these changes can be done in version 1.3.1 as well. You just couldn't see them. If we go back to the schedules tab, it's going to go from being occupied to unoccupied. And now we know we fixed it. Let's go back to our overview screen now. All right, now all our stats are back to unoccupied.